Hi, I'm Sarthak. The agenda for today's stream is I'm prepping for an interview, and I've seen around that a lot of the data structures and algorithm questions that I see on the internet are solved in languages like Java and Python. Rarely do I see them in JavaScript. I'm here to change that. Okay, so today, at least for this stream, we're going to talk about reversing a string. Let's get on to it. Let's get cracking. Let me take you to my coding screen. I will open up my terminal. And I will go to my development folder. Let's make a new directory here called DSA in JS. Let's cd into it. Okay, let's make it a little bigger for you all to see. I hope this is good enough. Okay, let's open this up in Visual Studio Code. That's just my code editor of choice. You can have yours. I'm making a file called reversestring.js. It's as simple as that. Should I have turned my Copilot off? Doesn't matter. I'll just go about it. And give me a second. Let me check the settings on this system. Oh, by the way, the main system is here. This is the screen. That's the camera. So that is what I'm doing. Anyway, it's a simple question that we have. You are given a string, write a function that returns the reverse of that string. You cannot use the reverse method. Not right now. Let's not put let's not put restrictions just now. Let's simply first talk about reversing a string. Okay, I'm not going to use this GitHub Copilot as much. And the reason I said that let's not put restrictions just right now is because I want to use those restrictions. I want to use those reverse method simply because the idea, at least for now, is to make you understand how this works, right? And if you're using this method, you're at least showing your interviewer that you understand what the question is and you understand what is required. Further down in this very stream, we'll talk about solving this without using a reverse method. Anyway, so yeah. So this method may not win you any awards, but this is definitely gonna help you out. GitHub Copilot, you can just... Come on, man. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna simply split this string, reverse, join, return. It's as simple as that. That's what we are going to do. Okay, so let's write that function. GitHub Copilot keeps suggesting it, but essentially this is what I was going to do. This is what I was going to go for. Let me write it down into arrow functions. Let me condense it down into arrow functions and into a single line function, and that's that. We can always check if what we are getting is what we want by doing simply this, what GitHub Copilot says. It's stealing my thunder. I'm gonna go ahead and switch off GitHub Copilot. Yeah, for now I'm gonna disable it and go with Medium. Any other functions that's gonna cause problems? No, I think this is it. So let's now, well, let me make it full screen first of all. Yeah, so let's now run it simply by node. Doing this and reverse a string, we are getting hello. It's as simple as that. If I write my name, which is Sarthak Batra, it should return the reverse, which is this. I hope y'all can see this. Yeah. Okay, so now let's get on to the second method of doing this. Okay, this time we're going to use a for loop for doing this, and yeah, we're still gonna, we are still going to use the reverse function. But just in case this wasn't clear, what we did was we took a string, we split it, and the splitter which we used was just no characters. Essentially, it split it at every character and returned an array of that character. We reversed that array and we joined it, giving us the reverse string, and that was it. We are now going to use a for loop. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to write a function. Where is it coming from? Is GitHub Copilot still active? I have a bunch of them involved. Do I need to restart my browser? Sorry, my VS Code instance. Let's not do it. Let's do a reverse strings too. You know what? This works too. I'm just gonna Codium mate. That is sending in those suggestions. Codium mate. Let's disable it for now. Let's do the reload. And we have the reversed. Okay, let's do something of a similar fashion that we did earlier. Let's log this out. And if you can hear me properly. Let's see if we can reverse this string. Oh, I'm gonna comment this piece out, so that we just have the result that we're looking for. That's whatever the reverse of subscribe to my channel is, which is this. Okay, now let's get to the meat of it. This is the interesting part. And are all the code suggestion extensions off? I think they're off. Okay, now the interesting part. Let's write a third one. This is the one in which I'm not going to use the reverse function. I keep forgetting there are so many cameras, so many screens that are around me right now, and I used to stream. It was a long time ago, really a long time ago, like about 2-3 years ago. So I'm rusty, I'm out of practice. This is to get me into practice. Okay, so let's write it down here. Did I write sting above? No, it's string. Sting is a wrestler. Onto his last leg of his career. Anywho, so we are going to use the reduce function this time around. This is where we are not going to use the reverse function, but we're going to use an array helper, the reduce function. For that to happen, we are still going to have to split the string. So let's do that. Let's write a function reverse string 3, which takes a string and gives us something back. Now what does it give back? Let me first write it down step by step, then let's break it down, condense it into a single line if possible. Okay, so let's first of all do a split. The separator is just, all the characters are separators. Now what this gives us is an array. I can show you that this is an array. So actually, you know what, let me show you step by step, or let me show you step by step. that would be helpful. Let's copy this, bring this down here. This should be an array. Just make sure that it is the third one that we're talking about. And if I run it now, it would give us an array. See, like I said. So now that we have an array, we can use the reduce function on it. And okay, reduce function takes two parameters. We're gonna call the first one the reverse string, and we're gonna iterate over each and every single character. Let's simply call it char. And what we want in return, this is a function, so okay, return. No, so first of all, sorry for the mistake. Yeah, so the reduce function takes two parameters. It takes a function and it takes a summation. Yeah, the summation is, for now, it's an empty string, and we simply need to return the character plus the reverse string, and this should work if I'm not wrong, which I hope I'm not. So let's run this. Let's work with this, and if I run this, I get it back. This is a palindrome, by the way. That was going to be the next algorithm, but let's just do this. Let's write hello world here, and this should return a reverse string, which is this, as expected. Yeah, so I think that's a very small stream. In the next stream, we're going to talk about, like I said, palindromes, and after which we've talked about reversing strings. Let's talk about reversing numbers. It's going to be an interesting problem. You will figure out when we talk about it, because not just the numbers, we are also going to deal with the signs of the numbers. So it's going to be a positive integer or a negative integer. So reversing an integer, essentially. Yeah, that's that. Let's keep it at that. And yeah, thank you for tuning in. Bye.